Charlie couldn't be here today. A couple of hours before we were set to fly out, my daughter let her out to use the restroom, and she was attacked by, we think it was a hawk.
Oh my goodness.
Charlie had to have surgery, and that cost me another $2,000, but she had to have surgery hours before I left Atlanta. She's gonna be okay. She's in recovery.
Okay.
She was in a fight for her life. I have some woods behind my house, and she went into the woods, and just at that 1 minute, my daughter was out there, she just got attacked by something, and it was just, so Charlie has 20 lives. You know,
Yes.
she's my shero.
Right.
So, and she is a G for real, you know, she's a C, Charlie, but my Charlie, I mean, she gets it from me, I'm a tough cookie, you know? And she's gonna be fine.
Okay.
My daughter texts, I've been talking to her. She's gonna be fine from this incident as well.
Okay.
That's why she's not here today.
All right, but she's okay. She made it through that surgery okay?
She made it through the surgery okay, and she's, yeah.
One of the things that you submitted, Ms. Cruz, is this Exhibit B, a grooming waiver.
Yes.
Now, we don't have a signature for the plaintiff.
There was no signature on the sign, but she signed her name on the top part, though. She filled it all in.
Okay, well, she filled it in, but there's no signature, correct?
Correct.
Do you have a copy with a signature or not?
No.
Ms. Holmes, did Ms. Cruz tell you when to take off the bandage?
What I remember is she said, take the bandage off, she should be fine. That's what I remember about it. I don't remember how many hours or whatever. I tried to take the bandage off a couple hours later. Charlie was ferocious with me. I figured she was injured. I didn't want to traumatize her anymore.
Got it.
Anything further? No. All right, you're excused while we deliberate in this case.
This courtroom is now in recess.
Poor Charlie went through an awful lot. As the plaintiff pointed out, Charlie seems to be very resilient.
She's a G.
She's a G, and thank God she's recovering. The only issue that we have to resolve is whether the plaintiff was contributorily negligent in some way, and that would require us to apportion the damages in this case. And I think, after hearing both of your examinations, I can't find what the plaintiff did was in any way unreasonable under the circumstances or even negligent. It was just an unfortunate cascade of terrible events, and that the defendant, who may be vulnerable and struggling with some issues, simply made a mistake here, and she will be responsible for it, I believe.
And I just didn't see enough evidence that the burden should be shifted to the plaintiff to know what to do under these circumstances when she contracts with a professional, with someone who's licensed. And, you know, there's a very famous Supreme Court case where, going down to the law school on this one, what happened, no joke, is the railroad employees were helping a passenger move a package onto a train.
Yes.
Yes, it's the Paulsgraf case, right? The package dropped, exploded because it was an explosive package. And because of the explosion, some coin-operated machine fell on the plaintiff, who said that the railroad employees should be responsible. She said, well, look, this was a result of the employee not assisting with the package. And it got all the way up to the Supreme Court, and they said, that's just one bridge too far for us to hold you responsible. And so we often kind of look to that. Are we going one bridge too far? And I think in this case, we are not going one bridge too far, right? I think that the plaintiff is entitled to the full amount of damages. So I would award her the full amount.
I agree.
Anything else?
No.
Good. It's unfortunate that Charlie couldn't be with us today because she has been certainly resilient, to say the least, and as you pointed out, is an OG or
Yeah,
G?
she's a G.
She's a G. She's a gangster.
Yeah.
She's tough.
She's taking it.
And she has even survived an additional tragedy.
Yes.
And that just goes to her heart,
Right.
if you will. Ms. Cruz, we all recognize that there are times in our lives where we're going to make mistakes. And the important thing is that we learn from them and that we recover from them. Otherwise, we're being disloyal to ourselves. So don't take this personally. The only issue we really had to resolve is whether or not the plaintiff acted unreasonably, in some way contributed to what ultimately happened to Charlie, but we simply couldn't find it. It wasn't there. And so our verdict is in favor of the plaintiff for the full $5,000 of damages that you've incurred. I don't want you to walk out of here feeling diminished as a person. You might be out of pocket some money, but you're not diminished as a person. We understand each other, Ms. Cruz? Okay, the verdict is in favor of the plaintiff for $5,000.
Thank you.